God's supposed reason for flooding the world was to give humanity a clean slate by starting over with Noah and his family. You'd think a smart and environmentally friendly God would not have waited until Noah's time and have him waste trees on building the ark and time on gathering the animals 2 by 2 from all the continents of the world. You would think he would have instead just scrapped Project A&E, Adam and Eve, as soon as that went sour right in the beginning. When he saw that he had doomed Adam and Eve into dooming all the rest of us with sin, God, who allegedly loves all of us, should have chosen to start over immediately. But somehow the all-knowing God missed this and waited until Noah came around to decide he'd seen enough. And through the flood and the killing of a lot of people who had no clue what was going on, God was able to give humans a second chance. God also gave people a sincere and warm promise that he'd never again flood the entire world. That was great, except that not long after the flood, people again turned very evil. God, following through on his never flood again promise, didn't flood the earth, but rather did little things like let Moses run loose, murdering at random people who may or may not have been deserving of death. In fact, you'll find that in the Bible, Moses had changed God's mind about wiping out a lot of people in Exodus 32, verses 9 through 14. But on his way down from the mountain, Moses' mind probably must have been changed by God, because he just ran rampant and killed about 1,000 people just that day. And then there's been little vendettas like hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, typhoons, terrorists with airplanes, sex in the city, and other little monstrosities. Did not the all-knowing God see that killing everyone in the flood would just not work? He must have seen that he was setting us and himself up for failure from the very start. Why didn't God just create a world that would please him instead of one with a 50-50 chance? With or without God's strategies, people have been very malicious, brutal, violent, merciful, and other horrible things towards each other. God has been unsuccessful at convincing the world to be good and holy. Probably because he doesn't tell us his desires directly, but rather sends a few maniacal and power-hungry people to tell all of us all about him. Does no one ever get sick of being told the Bible is full of goodness and truth? Brutality and absurdity is more like it. But then again, anyone that tells you anything about the Bible usually has not read the thing front to back. They usually just go by quotes that they see in the Christian bookstores or on the backs of taxi cabs and throw those at you as if they're the truth.